Coming up, I'm going to be telling you everything that's come to Disney Plus today and much more. But before we get into any of that, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's On at DisneyPlus.com. It's Friday. It's time to jump into some of today's big Disney Plus news. The big one we're going to kick off with is what's new on Disney Plus. The big one really is that we've got the first 2 episodes of the mysterious Benedict Society. Now, it was announced earlier this week that we're going to be getting 2. And I actually think this was a great idea from Disney, because I know when I watched the first episode, being able to jump straight into the second episode really helped the show kind of get its grips on me. I'm really excited to see where this series goes. I know really nothing about the book, so it's kind of nice to have something fresh and original, and that's exactly what we want on Disney Plus. You know, it's not a prequel, it's not a sequel, it's never like that, so this is always a cool thing to move forward with. We also got a brand new documentary called Wolfgang, which is all about the celebrity chef Wolfgang Puck. Remember to check out my interview earlier this week with Wolfgang, and I got to ask him about the series and stuff, so he's fantastic. So if you like him, that's definitely going to be a documentary to check out. We also got new episodes of High School Musical, the series, and Star Wars The Bad Batch. And in addition, we got some great new Star originals, including we got new episodes of Rebel. We've got Love Victor. We also got MODOK, and we got Genius Aretha here in the United Kingdom. In addition to a new episode of Grownish Season 3, though, that one's kind of, again, it does this weird thing of every country's kind of got a long different stage in Season 3. Hopefully it won't be too long till we find out about Season 4. We also got a new episode of Big Sky. The UK and Ireland got the 3rd episode of The Glooming, which is a really fantastic series. You find it on Stars in the US and on Stan in Australia. I'm really enjoying this series. It's very dark, very gritty, very different from everything else. So that was definitely one if you're in the UK to check out. Also in the UK, Ireland, Australia and New Zealand, they got a 6-part documentary series called Pride, which is from FX. They have a really fascinating story where they kind of go into all the civil rights aspects of the whole Pride movement, kind of going right through the generations, with every episode focusing on a different era. Definitely worth checking out. They're a little bit hard to watch in one sitting. I definitely recommend spreading it out. I've watched it already, and I just thought it was a really educational piece. In the United States, they got a new episode of Gordon Ramsay Uncharted Season 3, in addition to some new episodes of PJ Masks and Adventures in Babysitting. This one had been kind of locked away from Disney Plus due to existing streaming contracts, so you'll find that movie everywhere else. The US also got the 6th season of Running Wild with Bear Grylls and When Sharks Attack Season 6. So that's all the highlights of everything that's come to Disney Plus today. Lots of stuff, and also remember, we did have an episode of Loki on Wednesday. You're gonna have to keep to remember to do that, because now pretty much from here on out we've got lots of new content coming every Wednesday. So now we've kind of got content dropping on both days, but definitely today was just a great day. Lots of different choice, and I think that's definitely a great thing. But definitely go check out the Mysterious Benedict side to give that one a bash. Disney also released a brand new trailer for Marvel Studios' Shang-Chi and the 10 Golden Rings, which is going to be coming out in cinemas in early September. Important to note, at the moment, this is going to be only going to cinemas. You won't be able to watch it on Disney Plus Premier Access, though that could change. We know how everything's been going the last 18 months. So Disney have got a 45 theatrical day window with this one, so it might be 45 days before it arrives on Disney Plus, or it could be a bit later. I'm not entirely convinced we're going to be going the 45 days yet. It might be digital release or digital rent or something like that first. But saw the trailer, looks great, and there's some big moments in there. You got big dragon in there. There's also Abomination, which you might remember as the main villain from the Incredible Hulk movie, the only Marvel Studios movie that you can't really find there. That's not Spider-Man. I think that's great, not only bringing him back, but also that's going to mean even more when he pops back in the upcoming She-Hulk series, which is coming soon, and they've been filming recently. I'm really excited about this movie. I'm actually much more excited about Shang-Chi than I am Black Widow, because it's brand new. I know really nothing about this character, and it just looks fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to just having something fresh. As much as I'm looking forward to Black Widow in 2 weeks, we've kind of seen her over the last 10 years, so it'd be nice to kind of have a fresh new character with Shang-Chi. But let me know in the comments below what you think of the trailer for Shang-Chi. And finally, FX have announced a brand new series called Under the Banner of Heaven. Now, this one is going to be a limited series, and it is going to star Andrew Garfield, who you might know as the Amazing Spider-Man, along with Daisy Edgar Jones. Inspired by the #1 New York Times selling bestseller, a devout detective's faith is tested as he investigates a brutal murder that seems to be connected to an esteemed Utah family, Spyro. into LDS, fundamentalism, and their distrust in the government. We don't yet know when this one's going to be released, but it will be an FX on Hulu original in the United States, and then it will be a Star original internationally on Disney Plus. So it's definitely a little bit different than what we're used to, but this is a great thing with the kind of addition of Star internationally, is we're kind of getting all these great FX shows that are coming as well. So this one's definitely be something to watch out for. But nevertheless, let me know what you're going to be watching over the weekend on Disney Plus, and I shall see you guys soon. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you go check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com. Like, follow, and subscribe. Also, a huge thank you to all of our supporters over on Patreon and also on our YouTube channel memberships. And I shall see you guys in another video. Laters.